Big news this week for the chronically online and the unemployed as FaZe Clan has officially broken up yet again. Not sure if y'all remember too, or was it 3 years ago now when FaZe Clan all but disbanded and restructured, wanting to go back to its roots of being a suburban frat house of kids who do IRL content that suck at gaming. But they did it. The old FaZe, or what was it, FaZe 2.0, it was accused of losing its soul by going corporate, focusing on signing talent who was marketable and signing in big giant sponsors. But when this version of FaZe was met with backlash, man, for selling its core ethos of suburban white rage, you know, banks all but regained ownership and promised to bring FaZe back to its glory days by focusing on personalities you never heard of. I don't know what the goal was there, but his whole goal was to do the very opposite of what FaZe had become. And I guess to his credit, they did, man. They won Org of the Year back to back. The stream numbers and viewership was up. The talent, who I'm hating by saying I didn't know who they were, but I'm not supposed to. I'm too old for that. People loved them. Their numbers were going up. They were getting popular. Everyone was, you know, digging what they were selling, I guess. But it seems like money and corporate sponsors was down in a big way. Now, as someone who's always been curious by the esport and org model, man, years ago it became pretty apparent that this whole thing is nothing but a management scheme. Orgs sign creators, they then sell the creators' numbers collectively to acquire sponsors and partners who they work with, and the creators get their cut, and the org takes its management fees. But what made esport orgs different than many classic management orgs, it seems, really was that because they were often dealing with kids just wanting to goof around, they were able to argue that they were taking on more risk and therefore take a much higher chunk of the management cuts than in traditional arrangements. In some cases, it seems like flipping the script, taking upwards of what, 60 to 75%? Now, I don't know if those were the numbers in the FaZe situation, but it does seem like this entire thing came down to money. The org, particularly banks, seem to be saying that they put up a ton of money up front, got these guys editors, arranged for filming crews, even got these guys a damn house in Miami, and in turn, they took nothing back or got nothing back. Which, yeah, that doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of monetary sense. From the little I've read and seen, the streamers argue that they were doing all the work and weren't seeing a dime of anything either, and that the org wasn't bringing any sponsors in and wanting to take a cut from their subs and all that. I can see both sides of this, but yeah, as far as money is involved, you don't have shit without the talent. But if the org is putting up money up front, then clearly there's an expectation that something gets repaid somewhere. My guess is, though, that these lack of sponsorship deals that, you know, FaZe scared off when they shunned the whole corporate vibe earlier just came to bite them in the ass. So as far as I can tell, this was clearly a management problem, not being able to lock in deals that they needed to stay afloat. But I'll say this, the fact that I'm even making a video on this topic means I care to some chronically dismissive degree. FaZe as a brand was the biggest name when it came to gaming. Every kid was throwing up FaZe in their gamertag, and I think they always had a marketed coolness that is sad to see completely get fumbled into oblivion. Is this the end of FaZe? I doubt it. I'm sure whoever owns the brand now is going to look at this and bring in new people and try to milk the tits for whatever milk they can. And honestly, the name will always be the name. The OGs and the kids online may hate what it becomes, but as far as money and marketability goes, I'm sure that they'll be able to pull some more dollars out of this and bounce back. But if not, I mean, we can always see a new org rise out of the ashes. Clearly the talent is still the talent, and they have these new numbers and success to build from. Slap on a new logo and shout it from the rooftops. Hire some NBAs to go hunt out some sponsorship deals, and bam, they're right back in it. But what does my geriatric ass really know? Can FaZe come back? I think so. But honestly, if not, I don't think society will lose much sleep over it. But y'all let me know. Check out this old video I did when the original whole FaZe drama happened and see how far off I was on my predictions on what to expect. Anyways, till the next one.
Get a UAV in the air. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Changing mags! Deploy napalm strike on my grid. They got me. Adding armor.
Requesting UAV tasking.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Enemy dropping into the AO. Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Marking down. Marking the rest of them.
Armor's gone. Switching mags.
Only 10 left.
I'm back
Get
on
ready.
station.
You're redeploying. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Enemy soldier incoming. Boys, well done. Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Loadout drop headed your way.
I'm reloading. Marking enemy.
Got 4 remaining. Stay sharp.
Reloading.
5 squads still operational in the AR. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Only 2 left.